Most people don't realize that their digestive issues are directly related to issues in their nervous system. It's not just about what you're eating. In this video, I'll teach you 3 incredibly helpful tools to regulate your nervous system so that you feel more balanced and more easeful digestion. So stay tuned until the end and take notes. Hey everyone, my name is Brittany and I'm a certified Ayurvedic health counselor. If you haven't checked out part 1 yet, go ahead and go back to my videos for the Digestion series part 1, 3 tips through Ayurveda to directly improve your digestion overnight. So go ahead and check that out first and then come back to this video. So today I want to talk about the importance and the effects of how our nervous system, that space where we can breathe and our heart rate is beating and we have these automatic movements in our body, how that system is directly tied into our digestive system. And that just by changing your diet alone may not do it for you if you want to improve your digestive health. So firstly, I just want to take a moment to ground in. So whatever you're doing, we're just going to take about 10 seconds here to ground. So placing the soles of the feet on the floor, roll your shoulders back, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, breathe that breath all the way down from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Feeling this downward energy. One more inhale. Exhale. Great. So just right there, we were working directly with our nervous system. Did you know that stress is one of the leading causes of disease? This also includes chronic conditions such as gut health, sleep issues, and much, much more. There's a reason for this. So behind the stress, we have what's called our central nervous system. We have our autonomic nervous system, you can call it as well. We have 2 parts of our nervous system. We have our sympathetic nervous system and our parasympathetic nervous system. Some of you may know this already, so stay with me if you know this. We'll get through this quickly. The sympathetic nervous system is sort of our fight or flight response. So if we are exercising, if we are in traffic and we need to be alert of what's going on, if we wake up in the morning and we need to get going, that's all a part of that sympathetic nervous system. It's our body's way of reacting to threats or to a lot of activity. The parasympathetic nervous system is the space where we get to rest and digest. So if you're watching Netflix or you're going through a leisurely stroll or you're kind of just staring off into space, that's a part of our parasympathetic nervous system, and we need both to have equanimity in our life. What's a part of the parasympathetic nervous system is what's called our vagus nerve. This is a long cranial nerve that goes from the back of the skull all the way down into the colon. And what's cool about this nerve is it wraps around, it's called this wandering nerve. It wraps all the way down our diaphragm, our digestive system, all the way down to the lower body. And so it directly goes through the diaphragm, the stomach, all sorts of parts of where we digest our food. And so this is a major component of the parasympathetic nervous system. So if we're in too much of a fight or flight state in that sympathetic nervous system and we don't have the time to rest and to digest and to relax and to recuperate from whatever stressors we have going on, we're going to start to see issues through our parasympathetic nervous system. This could look like not being able to wind down to go to sleep, feeling a little bit overstimulated or stressed out, really reactive. Or, we could also just feel like we can't relax. Even if there's space to do so, we feel hyper vigilant. So that means we're too much in this sympathetic state. So in order to tone, we want to tone the vagus nerve. What this is going to do is it's going to open up our digestion. And so when we're stressed out, what happens biologically is that our digestion either shuts down completely or it slows down. So the gastric enzymes start to stop secreting. The body wants to protect itself, and so it shuts down any unnecessary functions in the body, which include digestion. So if we don't have that space for decompression and restoration, we're going to be sort of on high alert all the time, and our digestion is going to suffer. And so because of that, you might be feeling bloated, or you might have acid reflux, or you might have elimination issues or constipation, all sorts of issues where you feel like you just can't digest your food. And it's because your body is in a hypervigilant state. So here's some 3 tips to start to tone your vagus nerve, which is again directly connected to that rest and digest aspect of our body. 3 simple tips you can do, and I invite you to just start with 1 tip, work with it every day, and see how you feel. So the first one is diaphragmatic breathing. And so the vagus nerve goes directly through our digestive system and the diaphragm. The diaphragm is that big muscle that separates the respiratory system from the digestive system. So it's kind of right underneath the chest here. So let's just go ahead and practice together. Take your hands on the sides here, so kind of right underneath, kind of right in the center of the ribs, not even the bottom of the ribs. So kind of the center of the ribs. Relax your shoulders down and back. And then as you breathe in, go ahead and breathe out wide and low. So instead of breathing up into the chest, we're breathing wide and low into that diaphragm. All right, so inhale deep. Exhale. So you'll feel that breath really filling up 360 degrees. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, wide and low. Exhale. Beautiful. So if you want to try this practice, I encourage you to do it maybe about 3 minutes a day, maybe a little bit more, but start at 3 minutes, just practicing that wide and low breath in all directions. And that's immediately going to start to relax the parasympathetic nervous system. So we're dipping more into that side of restoration. Second tip, this is really, really important. This is directly an Ayurvedic concept. And that is to really slow down and be super present with your eating. So it's so often that we're eating on the go, we're having a smoothie in the car, or we're getting fast food, or we're working while we're eating while we're working, or even just eating our dinner watching a scary Netflix show. Now, I know that we're in the modern age and we can't always control this sometimes if we're busy, but I invite you at least 1 meal a day to make it kind of a ceremony. So really put a lot of love into your food, whether you're cooking it or getting it out. If it feels right to you, you can bless your food, or at the very least, you can have your food ready to go. Put your feet on the floor and take 3 deep breaths before you start eating. As you're eating, you're either socializing with your loved ones, or if you're by yourself, you're just in a calm, quiet space where you're not distracted, you're not watching something or working on something, you're fully present with your meal. What this will do is it will take your brain power 100% on your digestion, 100% on your food, versus having half your brain power over on the TV or over on your work, which decreases the energy you need to digest your food. This is very important. Start with just 1 meal a day. So maybe this is dinner time, lunchtime, breakfast, whatever feels most accessible to you, and you can get your family involved in this. It's a great way to connect with each other. Number 3 is to have some sort of slowing down practice every day. What I love about this is you can truly get as creative as you want. So maybe for you, it's a 20-minute walk in the woods without your phone, or it's a 10-minute mindfulness meditation where you're focusing on your breathing, or it's oiling your body and having a little oil massage after your shower, or it's taking a bath, or it's simply putting your phone away for an hour. Whatever slowing down practice looks like for you that you really love, that you can stick to, this is great. So what that is going to do is you're carving out space for yourself every single day to dip into that parasympathetic state. It's so easy to forget this, and then we pay for it later through chronic health conditions. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated, give it a like, comment below what you're going to try out, and stay tuned for the next video in this digestion series.